that the architect of our entire defense has been arrested for running naked in a snowstorm.
Other side of the jungle, depending on your spawn, and you would run along the back of the jungle like so, past the jungle camp, and get all these crystals, and then out the way the other side. But given that they've buffed all of the node spawns on the top side of the jungle, and in general, but mostly on the top side of the jungle, it is no longer worth it to go to this side of the jungle. In your new updated run, which I'll be showcasing in a moment, it's better if you just do this, and you climb along the top, pick up all your nodes, go through the crash ship, and get out. In any particular side you want to go on, if you start somewhere south, you can go from dig site. If you start way more north, you can go from the top wall. All you need to buy for this build is a white bag, any white armor you prefer, and 20 stims. This build is really cheap, coming in at 3,230 K marks, which you can get easily and daily from your generator in your stash. So no need to worry if you die, because you can always try again the next day. So right off the bat, I got a really good spawn. This is probably the best spawn for and extract for the jungle run. And I'll speed it up and get to the jungle right quick. Alright, so to start the jungle run, we're entering from the dig site side. And here we are looking for this healing plant here. That will heal you if you're low HP. You want to basically pass that. There'll be a marauder to your left, deep, and a marauder to your right. So I want to kind of stay in the middle. They usually won't aggro you, so you should be fine. On this cliff I'm about to reach, there's usually can RNG 2 focus crystal spawns there, but I didn't get any this time, so it's just bad luck on my part. Sometimes there are one on the other side as well. This is the miniature crash ship. This marauder might aggro to you on occasion, but up here you can get 3 spawns of focus crystals, like that one there, and 2 spawns beside that can spawn just loot, and you might get smart mesh or other good loot that you would just find on the ground. I just quickly farm this and get out. If you jump in the acid, you usually don't take damage if you spam your jump, but I got caught for too long. Then I spin around, and there's a hidden stash here with usually some juicy stuff, and I run to the ship, and before I get in, I pick up the other hidden stash, which is right underneath this tree branch here. And look at that, upgraded my backpack already. You won't always get this lucky, but you know, sometimes you do. I'm just playing it as normal as I would if I was doing an actual knife run. I'm not trying to like make this picture perfect or anything like that. Playing it as normal as possible. I come around, I skulk around, everything's been open, so there's probably people in the jungle, and I think in a little bit I hear one of them. Check the weapon crate, nothing there. The other side of the ship is kind of meh. I check up top, nothing. Get me an optic glass and dip out because I hear people shooting. Now, normally I would just run right to the side, the pocket, and whatnot, but there's an elite strider there, and I don't want to mess with it because I don't have a gun. So or heavy strider rather, so I just go left, and I go at the back of the ship, check for anything juicy in here. Sometimes you can get really nice things like gyroscopes to spawn here, so it's always good to check the trail of the crash ship. Picking up a multi-tool, kill this. I see a heavy strider, I don't want to fuck with them because they're very annoying. You have to trade a lot of HP for it. So I avoid it. I go up to the right, check the secret stash. If you can kill mobs, always kill them because now they have a % chance to drop their head, and the head is worth a lot. And I just go around and make sure the heavy strider's not chasing me before I mine. Kind of give it a second. I see that he's not coming, and then I mine. This is like one of the 2 pockets or 3 pockets on the top side of the jungle. I got really bad spawn here, and I got bad luck on the crystal itself too. But there's 3 more here for me to mine. Some of them in the middle spawn nickel, so like you won't always get focus. Like I think this one, nope, this one's not. Pure focus is just like RNG chance as well, so if you get pure focus, I think it's like 1 out of 10 or 20, I think. like 10% chance or less, maybe 5. Anyway, now I'm gonna go check the pocket. Usually there's one marauder here or one elite creature and some shitty straters. And if it's a heavy stratter, you're basically fucked. You have to trade a lot with this. You're just gonna have to knife it down. You could get lucky and there's a gun that spawns down here. I think I do get a gun here, but it's not enough to kill it because I didn't pick up the ammo from the ship. So it's always good to pick up ammo and stuff like that because you can always drop it later when you need to fill up your stuff. But yeah, I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna have a hard time here. So what I do is I come up to the right and I jump up on the lip. Don't do the first one, it's always the second one. And I just give myself a little second here to catch my breath and I heal a little bit. And I'm basically gonna be trading HP to jump over the ledge behind me so that he doesn't shoot his shit at me. You lose a little HP here. That's why you need to bring like 20 stims. You can make it so you lose less, but I'm just deciding what I want to do. And eventually I just go for the trade on the heavy strider with my knife as I do some damage. You can just do laps and mine as if you're playing like Call of Duty Zombies, but sometimes you get really unlucky. And the heavy strider is just so fast and never stops aggroing. So like the Marauder, you can get him to stop aggroing for a little bit, and he does like ranged attacks, so he doesn't follow you all the time. But yeah, the heavy strider is really annoying to deal with. So I blow half the 20 bullets into it. I'm gonna go up top again, heal, and then I'm gonna knife it to death and just say fuck it, trade with it. If you have 20 stims, that should be more than enough. If you don't get into a player fight. Now if you fall into the crack and you come out, you lose way less health. I check the box to see if there's ammo, and there's lots of ammo, just not for what I want. So I get up on top, I pop a stim just so the heavy strider can't kill me if he was running behind me. And then I just knife him to death. You can heavy melee and stun the strider and most units like a couple times, but after a while it just doesn't do anything, so it's just, you just gotta trade full send. Just make sure you don't stand there and let him hit you. Kind of kite in and out. I heal up, and now you can just dodge the Marauder. You don't actually have to fight the Marauder, so that rock, in between the rock, there's a potential to spawn focus crystals, but you can just jump back and forth between them, and he can't go through there. The space is too tight, so... And you usually can avoid those. I fucked up there, so that's my bad. Very easy to avoid. I come back in the crack. I heal up again. I'll let him do his thing. If I'm ever gonna heal and it's not enough to fill, like it's, I will go over my max HP. I avoid healing if I can, if I don't need to heal. Anyway, so I realized that I got really, really, really bad RNG. Like, normally you never have that bad RNG. I got 1 crystal on the first one, which can spawn up to 3. I got 3 on the second one, which can spawn up to like 10. And I got 2 in there, which can spawn up to like 6 or 7. So I got real bad RNG. So in this instance, if you ever get that bad RNG, I would go do what I'm about to do right now, which is then continue the run into Behind the Jungle, which is like the old version of the run, but I would never do it if I didn't have to. Normally, especially if you're on white bag or even green bag, like you don't need that. And if you're carrying a gun, which is like the same type of run, except for you'd be killing all those mobs and getting the bone plates from the Marauders and whatnot, you won't have enough space anyway. Even if you have a large bag, if you kill all the Marauders on the run that you run into, you won't have enough room even to come this way, so it doesn't even matter. There's just no point. So, but if you're running knife and you get really bad RNG, then you can come this way because you'll have a little bit of room in your bag. I check the little secret stash because I can always spawn good stuff in that one, and I always check this dumpster because it will always spawn good things like smart mesh and stuff like that in those 2 particular cases. I come down here, and even down here, I got bad RNG. I got 1 small patch, which gave me bad RNG, and I got one of the worst ones to get in the base here is this one right here, it's like halfway in the wall, so you can only get like one crystal if you're lucky. And I did get lucky in terms of I got the one crystal, but all the other crystals spawn into the wall except for that spawn, so you just kind of get bad luck there. And that one wasn't so bad. Still got 100 weight. I could go finish the rest of the run and go out comms tower way. There's a couple things up there, but I noticed there's acid there, and I hear some marauder going nuts near me, so he's like aggro to a player. Now this also is just like really lucky. There's more focus crystals near the crash ship, which I would loop back around for right now if I didn't end up running into this marauder and a guy's dead body. So I see this marauder, I see the guy's helmet, I'm like, oh, dead body. I run, I was like, oh, manticore, I can pick up that guy's manticore, his gun, and I'll just kill the marauder. So I kill the marauder, upgrade my armor, because that guy had green armor, pick up his stuff that I want out of there, and I leave. But you do not have to pick up anything that you don't want. Like if you're just getting crystals, you can literally just get crystals. There's like a bunch more that aren't any further to the west side of the jungle. It's literally right beside the crash ship. I just didn't go to the bottom of the crash ship where they spawn because I ended up finding this guy's stuff. I was on my way to the bottom of the crash ship when I found this guy, so I decided to pick up his stuff instead. And I still end up getting like 60,000 value on my loot at the end of the game, so... The problem with the jungle now is it's easier to do the jungle run. Like you normally don't, especially if you have a gun, like you normally aren't going to die to any mobs or even hardly take any damage if you actually have like a manticore or a minimum or like some gun to clear the marauders. But because you're shooting much more, you're almost guaranteed to run into enemy players like you're about to see. Normally you just get bad luck. I realize that's a DMR. I really wanted that rare data drive, or sorry, uncommon data drive, or whatever the heck it's called, valuable, sorry, because I got a quest for it coming up, so I took it. I fucked around with my inventory. I'm surprised I didn't get killed here. I normally don't take this long in inventory, but I figured since this guy died that there wouldn't be anybody near me. I dropped some shotgun ammo because that shit weighs a ton. And yeah, I pull up my heals and I'm good. And then I get shot at in a second. Fucking around. But I managed to escape, which is good. Whenever you're getting attacked in the jungle, it's also good to create distance by jumping down cliffs, even if you have to heal, because if you know that someone else is going to jump down, you can literally, if they're going to chase you and you hear it, you can just shoot them as they hit the ground and are stunned. There's a couple more focus crystals I just passed, which is where I would normally run anyway, after the back of the crash ship. And I just decided to peace out. But I got a million creatures chasing me, so I'll show you a spot where you can sort of break aggro a little bit. Once you're near like the monorail, to the lowest part of the jungle you can get. Sometimes the mobs will chase you pretty far. But at the monorail, you can jump on this little box shipping container, and behind it there is a secret stash. But I jump on the box, I hang out on there. The marauder doesn't shoot at me because he's really far on his leash, his aggro leash, and he just leaves. But you can see that secret stash right there that I just passed. Marauder usually doesn't shoot at you because he's too far away. He's looking to punch you, but since he can't, he just goes back to where he came from. And I aggro. Then I leave, sorry. And that's that. That's the jungle run. If you need any help, have any questions, or anything like that, just let me know. And yeah, there's a little patch here too. You can get like 2 or 3 crystals here too. So yeah, just let me know if you need any help or anything like that, and I'll answer down in the comments. Peace. Thanks for watching the video, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Retrorey out.